Okay, moving on to the muscle up Emom. So before we get onto that Emom, we're going to want to spend around 5-10 minutes just having a little play. Some of you may have not done muscle up on the rings at all. So now we're going to talk about some options. So option number one, we're going to go into our ring row position. We want to keep it quite an easy ring row. What we want to have is that when we're standing underneath the rings here, that our hands are on top of the rings. If the rings are so high that they're here, this is going to be too high. So I want to be part way through my dip. From here, I'm keeping my feet underneath the rings. I can lean back. Aiming to get your arms as straight as you can. Pulling up, keeping the rings close to your chest, underneath the armpits, going back into this dip position. Then we can finish off by pushing up into the support. When we're leaning back, we're starting with our wrists on top of the rings. We want to try and maintain that position as we go back. So we go back into something called a false grip. So my hand is staying on top of the rings here. Yeah, so it's resting on the inside of my wrist. Yeah, so maybe if Sam goes closer as I go back, you'll see how I keep my grip on top. It may be really hard to get your arms all the way straight. Maybe we can only get to here and we'll have to go from there. If you turn out the rings, makes it a bit easier to come up. Okay, option two, very similar, but we're going to get our feet on a box, so increase the difficulty a little bit. So first of all, we just want to have a little practice of the negative. So I'm here, the ring cables are going straight down. I haven't gone like super far forwards here, or super far back, and then the rings are going to swing around. I'm going to slowly go down into this dip position. This way I want to try and keep my hands fixed where they are. Come underneath. Then if you can, coming back up, finishing the rep there. So again, down, underneath, get your arms straight as you can. Head comes forwards, rings underneath armpits, and back up. Very similar to that. We want the rings slightly higher up. So this is closer to being the bottom of the dip now for me. I'm going to, again, make sure these cables are going straight down. Don't want them out here or forwards. I'm going to turn my feet under, so I've got my toes pointed. I'm going to come underneath the rings. Now I've got my starting position. I've kept this false grip. From here, you can control how much your legs are going to help you. So I do the pull up, keep me nice and close. Underneath the armpits. Finish the dip. So this one is slightly harder than the box one because we're going to go straight up rather than this row position, and also you can make it harder yourself by using less of your legs. If you're someone that has some strict muscle ups, maybe we can get up on the high rings and look at muscle ups, but in the Emom you're hitting 2 every minute. So you've got to know that you can maintain 2 strict muscle ups every minute for 5 minutes, which may get hard. So you may, if you've got strict muscle up, maybe you want to come to one of these stations.